Happy Saturday, everybody. Weather is terrible today. Chandel and I are on our way to Burnaby. Our nephew is playing hockey in a tournament out there this weekend. Getting on the highway at Crest Road right now. Gonna head out there, see how the day goes. See what the day brings. Made it into Vancouver, crossing the Port Mann Bridge. Weather is still just ugly as all heck. But we're about 10 minutes away. It was snowing for a good part of the drive. But not cold enough to be sticking, just slush on the windshield really, but yeah, anyway.
Take a slight right turn.
Oh, can't go in there.
I think we were supposed to turn back there.
Not sure.
That car went.
Oh, maybe. Let's
Like
turn
that.
after. So there's no intersection into there, I guess. So.
Yeah.
Alright, well, navigation was trying to take us into a spot that wasn't open. Not sure.
I think this is the back of the arena.
Thinks we're in the parking lot, so it's not helping us out anymore, but oh, look at the geese over there. That's insane. That's intense. They flew back and they're like, what the heck are we doing here so early? It's snowing here. Yeah, I have no idea where this place is. Alright, so the game's supposed to start pretty quick here. It's our nephew right in front of us here. We made it just in time. The construction threw us for a loop out there.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, off they go. The team name is Lumbee Stars. Oh. Okay, so I guess they have us as home team. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Nice work. Nice work. Get in there. Yeah! Oh, they pulled the goal heading in front of us.
Yeah.
This is just a kind of for fun thing after the game. Do a little shootout. It's like a practice, I guess. Okay, that was fun. They won their game. We're off to get some food. Well, that was a lot of fun. We got to watch our nephew Tavin win his hockey game and score 2 of the goals. And then we went for lunch
In
with
700 meters,
everybody
turn left
after
to
the
merge
game.
onto train.
Went to a place called Wild Wings in the Scotia Barn Arena here in Burnaby. They had really good salads, so that was good. We are just making our way back to the highway, head back to Chilliwack. The next game that he plays for the tournament isn't until
Go past this
like
light,
quarter to 8
then
or
at the
something
next
tonight,
one,
so
turn left.
a little bit late for us to hang out here all day to watch that one. They're all going, the whole team's going to a trampoline park for the day, so we will head back to Chilliwack and probably end up hanging out with the dogs. Nice, the rain has went away by the looks of it.
Turn
so
left.
be a little better of a drive home. Good morning, Sunday morning. We loaded up the dogs, Chandel's Bronco, and we are heading up behind our house, up Promontory here. There's a road that crosses over to get to Ryder Lake, which is right here. We are going to head up over to Ryder Lake, which brings us to the bench road where we can off-road. Oh, maybe I took the wrong road. I did. It's the next turn. Only done this a couple of times. But anyway, we can get to Bench Road and take Bench Road all the way up by Shiam and then on to Chilliwack Lake Road, and then we can head up to Chilliwack Lake where we can let the dogs out to run around for a bit. We will head back through Chilliwack Lake Road, and if there's enough time we might head to Costco for some necessities. Dogs are losing their mind whenever they get in the back of this thing to see, wondering where we're going, right? So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. So we're gonna head up this way, and I'll flip the forward camera on to time lapse, trying to figure out the real speed option and time warp options on these things today in part of this. So the idea is you can have your time lapse going and then hit the real speed button, and then it just captures regular footage with sound. So that's the plan. And I think I was mistaken. I don't even think we take a turn. We just literally drive up this road and it eventually becomes Ryder Lake. So, been a while. So as soon as the road straightens out, I'll switch over the camera. the entrance, Elk Mountain. Not sure if we'll hit a bunch of snow, but we'll see. To Chilliwack Lake Road. So we've done the whole bench road crossover from Promontory to Chilliwack Lake Road, and now we're just going to head up Chilliwack Lake Road to the lake. Okay, well, we got to the Chilliwack Lake campground and boat launch entrance, and it's locked up. So yeah, looks like people are making their way down there by foot. We didn't come prepared for the snow over on that side. I'm good for a few inches, but we will, we're gonna head up the gravel road a little ways, see how this thing does in the snow without getting stuck, hopefully. It'd be cool to let the dogs play in a few inches of snow. They didn't get any this year, so. Okay, guys, you stay. Hey, where are you going? You guys gotta stay by us, okay? Is that snow? What's that? What's this, Holly? What is this? Is that snow? So these dogs really like the water, so we're kind of concerned about them getting down. These are a little bit city orientated dogs, very home orientated, other than when we take them out to play with the ball. My concern is they see another animal and they chase after it. Coop has some experience up in 100 Mile. When we were at Chris and Krista's place, we used to stay there, so he got to run around a little bit, but looks like they want to play with the ball anyway, so. What's that, Coop? Ready? Okay, that was fun. The dogs got out to play in some snow, and yeah, so we got turned around there. Dogs are nice and tired, so we're going to get back going here. So I put the Bronco in the mud and rut goat mode, and it locks the rear diff automatically in that mode. I'm not sure if it's going to let the front go in. No, it won't. It won't let you lock the front, which we don't need anyway, but it just automatically puts you in high 4 and locks the rear diff. Yeah, my thoughts are, I'm wondering if it's going to allow for the tires to spin when you need extra wheel speed, or if it's just going to continue like your traction control crap. So just want to figure those modes out so we know. Okay, got the cameras hooked back up the way I want them, one facing us and one facing forward if I'm not time lapsing. Having a bit of a cable issue in this Bronco. In my Bronco, I have the 2 connections up on the top of the dash that are literally just charge ports, where I thought if I brought this extra cord for the magnetic GoPro charging and then just run it off Chandel's lower one, it wouldn't be an issue. But what's happening is, because it's a connection directly to the infotainment center, it's saying USB connected. So it kind of locks out the camera from being able to do anything because it's connected to USB. So we'll have to look at a different way to charge these GoPros when we're using Chandel's Bronco. There's a cigarette port in the glove box, or console box here, that we can maybe use. So yeah, anyway, I've got it in goat mode, mud and ruts, I think it's called. And what it does is it allows for a rear locker and automatically put it in high range instead of auto. Of course, all these settings you can just do manually. I'm just kind of curious how the auto settings work. So all I'm curious about now in this setting is when we start going up the hill, just up the way here, when it starts spinning, if we want more wheel speed, I'm wondering if like the traction control and stability is going to cause us issues, because that's usually the biggest problem with these newer vehicles when you're trying to off-road or have fun with them, where traction control kicks in and causes you grief. That happened to me in my F-150 a few years back, boat launching my big boat in Vancouver on an icy boat ramp. It wouldn't let me control the vehicle while it was sliding, so I had to lock up all 4 brakes to make it think that it was stopped for me to hit the traction control off, put it in low and pin it, all within fractions of seconds, because I was sliding the boat and truck right into the ocean when it wasn't prepared to already be in the ocean. We were just backing in, and luckily I thought quick enough to get all 4 tires to slide so it thought it was not moving, gave me control of the truck, and then we're fine. So if I ever launch again, or since then anytime I have launched in a slippery condition, I make sure traction control, stability control, and everything is off. And one of the quickest ways to do that is just put your vehicle in low range. It turns everything off. So luckily I was able to save that day and not put the truck and everything right into the ocean. And after all that, I thought about it, once the truck slid far enough, it would have got the wheels in the water, and then the ground wouldn't have been frozen underneath of it. But in the time, it's a super steep boat launch where we were, and it was first thing in the morning. It was still dark in the winter time, so it was kind of like, oh crap. But, so yeah, right now we're effortlessly driving up this snowy hill in this mud and rut mode. I had to spin there, and yeah, so I got it pinned right now, and it seems like traction control wasn't kicking in, sorry, but it seemed like the advance track might have been helping me stay straight, but nothing stopped the engine from going. Like, I can just pin it here. Yeah, there's the stability light came on, and it did slow us down a little, but it seemed like it allowed a lot more than what your average vehicle would allow in that situation. So that's pretty cool. And I don't know if it's in a higher power mode or anything, like, because it's not in sport mode, but it sounded like it was acting like it was still in sport mode. Well, I just realized now the traction off button is actually, or off light is actually lit. So yeah, let's see what, loving being able to grab these cameras so quick. So yeah, right now it shows that we're in high range and your traction off, and stability track this side, when I pinned it, did light up. And so yeah, so what I pulled this off to show that, but I also want to just see. So I'm going to switch the goat mode back to sport. So there's sport mode, so shift and progress. So yes, it does put it back to automatic, and turns your traction control back on and turns your locker off. So I'm wondering in auto range if I can put rear locker on. Yeah, it allows rear locker in 4 auto. The dogs are mad, they see a bunch of people. So anyway, yeah, these quick release mounts are a godsend. They are phenomenal. Be able to grab the camera and do something like that, and or if you have, sometimes I'll have time lapse going, which right now we don't, but when I have time lapse going on the front camera, if I want a quick front view, I just flip the camera around. I was hoping that real time thing, I'm sure you can, I just got to figure out the settings and then get that working, so you can just hit a button on the other GoPro and away you go. So a little bit of a learning day on the GoPros today, but that's fine. Still a cool outing. It was nice to get out into some snow, and as you can see, we got some blue sky. So it turned out to be a great late morning, early afternoon trip. The dogs got a little bit of exercise, and we're gonna head back, and maybe we'll bring them home, and then we'll maybe grab my Bronco and head to Costco. This one's a little dirty now. Plessis Road. It's just a couple of minutes up and it turns to gravel. I can't remember, it's been years since I've done this, but I don't think it's very far to where we'll get to the T in the road, to where you go right on Bench Road to head back up towards GM and Chilliwack Lake Road, or you turn left to head to Ryder Lake, and then for us, we will go Ryder Lake to Promontory. This section of the road is in pretty good shape. So far, this is a bit of washboard, but no potholes. Weather is turning nicer. I'm not sure if we were supposed to get any decent weather today, but looks like heading towards town there. It's blue skies, so that's a good sign for weather this week. I know they've been calling, all I've been hearing about is 2 weeks of weather, so see what comes up. I guess there's some mountain bike trails up here too. I've never ventured any of the mountain bike trails up here. The truck was parked there with a mountain bike mat on his tailgate, and then right after that I seen a trail. Looked fairly ridden. Poor dogs thought, what are we doing on this road again? Sleeping in the back. Thought we were done the off-road. Don't think it's much further, and then we'll have that turn off. And it's been so long I don't even remember this straight stretch. Fancy painting on the trees for the kilometer. View there. Need to get the paint protection film put on our Broncos so we can venture off on some of these trails we haven't been able to do yet. So. Oh, I didn't even think to look down at the navigation. There's the quarry here, obviously, and then the Bench Road connections there. So this is considered Bench Road, but it connects up there. So tons of people here to get. Footage, it seems, today. Videos and pictures of the beautiful white-capped mountains. Just for clarification, so from Ryder Lake to get to Bench Road, you hit Elkview Road. So if you're looking for this area, you hit Elkview Road, and then as you get down the gravel portion of Elkview Road, you branch into Bench Road just automatically, and then coming up this way we're on Bench Road already from Chilliwack Lake Road, and when we get to Elkview Road and Bench Road, that's when we turn left on Elkview Road to get back to Ryder Lake. Okay, just like that, Bench Road continues straight. Left puts us on Elkview, which will get us right back to Ryder Lake, which is the way we came in, so I think I'll turn off footage for now. Okay, so we came back down the Ryder Lake roadway, and well, I guess it's still, I always call it Ryder Lake, but anyway, it's Elkview Road up to Ryder Lake. So we just came down the normal way, we didn't come the back way into Promontory. This way is actually probably quicker to our house, just the other way seems neat because it's kind of right out of our backyard. So this way we just turn left up here on the Prest Road and we get up to the house. So that's it. It's 20 after 1, not sure what time we left, but I think it was like 20 to 12 or something, so a couple hours anyway. A couple hours to do the loop, let the dogs play for a while, nothing crazy, but definitely a nice little trip to do. Off-road, but not too crazily off-road, just to get your dogs out and to just get out of the house. So now we'll head to the house and let the dogs rest at home while we head to Costco to get a couple things, and that's about that. So I'll see you later. Okay, just like that, the dogs are laying down. We're in the two-door Bronco heading to Costco. Definitely a lot more open feeling in this Bronco. Bigger windows let in more light, and I don't look at a pillar on this side. But the other Bronco drives a little bit nicer, being a longer wheelbase, so I guess it is what it is. But this one's clean, so I'll take it to get groceries, and it has some more fuel. Chandel's is always empty when I get in it for some reason.
Close, but not empty.
Well, these things don't hold a lot of fuel, so they're always low on fuel, it seems. especially this one. This one only holds 60 liters, I think, total. So yeah, okay, nothing fun here, just going to Costco. All right, wish us luck. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Sunday going to Costco. Probably not the smartest thing we've done in a while, but we'll see what happens. Parking lot is full to the furthest corner by the looks of it, so we'll see. But I've been surprised. You come in here with a full parking lot and the store is full, but the checkouts aren't always maxed out, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, all right, well, we're gonna get in here and get what we need. All right, so yeah, Costco was, it was busy. Surprisingly, you can go through the tills real quick. There was only one person ahead of us with a buggy full of milk, but it took longer to get through the line to leave where they write on your receipt. So I don't know what's going on there. It was lined up all the way to the door past the tills. We braved it and everything was good. We got through the till in record time. There was only one person ahead of us, but for some reason you can't get out of here. It's taking them longer to swipe a Sharpie on the receipt than it is to put all these groceries through. Anyway, thought that was kind of funny. Never seen that before. I don't know if new people on or just taking too much time to figure out what's in the buggy. I don't even know why that process is there. I don't know what it tells them. You know, you got 2 people at the tills taking everything out of the buggies. They put everything in new buggies. It seems like a waste. I don't know. 2 employees. What they might catch, I'm not sure, but the cost of 2 employees for however long they're open every day to maybe save one mistake, that what might cost them a bag of toilet paper or something. I don't know. Maybe somebody on here is a Walmart employee, or not Walmart, Costco employee, and can shed some light on why they waste all that time and space drawing on your receipts. Maybe it's to save us from forgetting something. I don't know. I can't think of anything. Can you think of any reason why they do it? I've gone, I don't know, say 6 months of the year for the last 6 times. So say 6 times a year minimum for 30 years. And I've never come across anything where they found something on the receipt. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, fine.
And they did it before there was even self-checkouts. So not sure what the deal might be. So yeah, and the 2-door Bronco is full of stuff, so get home and make some food. I haven't eaten since last night, so my fast is going to be almost a 24-hour fast today, so getting a little hungry.